We'll just order more if we need to. That looks pretty cool. We're doing a super cool, easy mod to the Sierra today. We're gonna go ahead and put carbon fiber vinyl wrap around the Duramax badge. It's like 10 bucks and it's gonna make the side of this truck really pop, make it look a little more custom, even more than it already is. And that little bit of like, I don't know, you call it flair, is gonna look really cool. This is actually my first time using this vinyl wrap, but it should be pretty straightforward. It's like carbon fiber from about 2 feet. It's not going to be under a magnifying glass. So let's go ahead and get this started here. This is what you get when you order the kit. It comes with quite a bit. You have a single use little razor, and then you have a squeegee. You have a hard plastic side, and then you have a soft felt covered version. Let's go ahead and take the vinyl and the razor to the tailgate, and we're gonna go ahead and cut a piece. Okay, we got some helpful squares here. So we're gonna keep this going in about as real time. I'm gonna do this whole thing in one clip so I can see how long it takes, and I will let y'all know as we go how much time has actually gone by versus the edited. So we have our trimmed up piece right here. Ooh, it's very close. I almost didn't cut that wide enough, but that's going to work. So this is getting wrinkled really quickly as I do this. So we're just gonna go ahead and do it live. I'm not too concerned about this. We have plenty of extra. In worst case, I think this was $8 or $10. We'll just order more if we need to. It's very staticky, kind of risky. It's actually easier now that the paper's off. Okay, let's go ahead and do the top half first. Again, this is not meant to be a super permanent thing. This is just kind of a fun way to spice up the side badge here. Ooh, that works pretty great. I don't expect this to be perfect, but I can already tell this is gonna look super cool. Slow is fast and fast is slow. This middle part doesn't matter because I'm obviously going to cut this out. So we're just gonna get this over this section, this outer part that's nice and wrinkly right now. That is the part that we do care about. So we're gonna pull that off and try to redo that a little bit. It's crazy. So as of right now, from the minute I started recording this video, we're about 9 minutes in. So I think if you have a heat gun, it would come in handy right here, because this is not super smooth. But again, this middle part we're cutting out anyways. We just care about the outer section. So guys, while I'm doing this, I just want to let you know, I've received a lot of comments on Instagram and on YouTube as well for different build advice, different things like that. And sometimes those messages are really delayed. So when I'm starting a YouTube membership, but I am going to have it'll give you early access to videos, but it's also going to I'm going to do weekly live streams. So what that'll do is give live Q&A sessions. You can talk through different parts, truck accessories that you're interested in. I've spent about, I don't know, a little over 20 years of my life agonizing over what wheels and tires and different things that I want to add onto my trucks. So if I can save y'all some time, check that out. It also supports the channel, but I'll have a link to that at the very top of this description. Let's keep diving into getting this cut up. I'll zoom back in here. So right now I'm just finding the edge. I'm being a little bit generous with how far away I cut. I'm being very careful not to touch the paint. And I can always trim more later. You just can't trim less initially. So there we go. Just because I said it, I'm sure some of y'all will be curious. I'm just going to throw this on the mirror and see if it sticks. Maybe get a heat gun or something for the corners, but it will absolutely stick to the mirror. I just threw it on there just to see, not the real way to do this, but it sticks. That sticks good. So if you're interested in doing your mirrors, top part looks like it would look. Kind of neat, pretty low key. Anyways, not what we're doing. There's your rough first glance at what this is going to look like. So at this point, we are at exactly 31 minutes from the minute that I opened the box, started recording, pulled the truck in, did all the extra little B-roll things. So we're at 31 minutes, really pretty quick. So really, I think it's like 10 or 15 minutes if you just went straight and did this without all the camera action going on. So this is what you're looking like. We have a couple parts over here that we're working out. You need to spend a little more time cutting off those edges, but that looks pretty cool. So it kind of will give you a little bit further, gives you a little bit more tone down, brings in a little of that black from the wheels, the running boards, the mirrors, and kind of ties it all together. And then in the light, you get a little bit of that carbon fiber flare looking. So not a huge difference, but from a distance, it looks super cool. Brings that matte black up into the side. We'll cut a little bit of this extra. Be very careful with the razor. It does leave a mark or two, so just be really mindful. You don't have to press down to where you're touching the paint. The white paint, I can't tell because it's white, but you can tell on this black badge. So the alternative to this is that if you don't want to do vinyl wrap for $10, you can replace this whole badge. It's a little more intensive. You come in from the backside, this does release. You can replace the whole thing, but this allows you to, doing it this way, you can customize how you want it. You can just, you can add more carbon fiber, or you can just, I'm not going to tell you what to do. This is where you get to do what you want to do. I think this looks super cool. I'm going to do the other side, but I think, we'll finish this up a little bit. We'll clean this up on the sides, but this is enough to give you an idea. Keep the video short and sweet, to the point. If you found this video helpful, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel out. It really helps it grow. Let me know what you thought about this in the comments down below. Would you have done it differently? Would you wrap it separately, different color? I mean, you could do silver, you could do black, red, whatever you want to do. I think this looks nice with the matte and the matte, but there's a million different ways you could do this. So make sure you let me know how you would have done it, and maybe I'll adjust this to one of your comments as they come through. But I hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Peace.